myself a little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna light you a candle because I love you. All right, we're just gonna play here. So I am still learning to tap into my intuition. I'm gonna sit this back here. Let's see, with Isis. I'm still learning to like really listen to my intuition when it comes to doing tarot readings and really tapping into my oracle cards. But you know what? The only way to learn and like really tap into your intuition is just like do it, right? And so I have talked myself out of doing this several times because I was like nervous that I would be judged. Like, really, Monica? Who cares? So know that as December has been progressing, energies are super powerful and my intuition has deeply, deeply kicked in. And I have felt extremely called to this Witch's Tarot. Sorry, it's backwards. Witch's Tarot deck. And then I've got a couple of Oracle decks, Divine Feminine and Goddess Power. And so I just thought I would come on and just do like a collective reading. And you know, if you're here for the message, and it's meant for you, right? Because there are no accidents. And so like and subscribe, because the more that you infuse your energy into this channel, the more that we are connected, which means that my readings are going to be more profound for you. So I'm just shuffling the beautiful Witch's Tarot. Look how pretty it is. Isn't that so pretty? And then we'll pull a couple of oracle cards. So how are you? Things have been super intense for me. I disappeared for a little while. I had to really open up my field with great intention in order to come back to serve, because energies have just been so powerful. I would love to know, in the comments, what's going on with you. What are you feeling? I've been moving some serious sadness and anger out of my body. A lot of childhood wounds are coming up, a lot of inner child healing going on. Okay, so what do we have? I'm thinking, how many cards should I pull? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5. 5 feels good. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3. You know what? Hold up, wait a minute. Ooh, I have a viewer. Tell me you're here so I can say hello to you. Welcome, welcome. Give me a thumbs up, baby, so that everybody else can see my video. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so first card. 9 of Wands. Boom. We're going to pull 5. So we'll see what 4 pop out, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck, because it just feels good. That just feels good. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Wands. This is just a collective general reading. Ooh, the Fool. All right, we'll take it. We'll take the Fool. Lynn! I've been doing the same. That's why you haven't seen me. I think so many people have been tapping out recently because energies have been so powerful, and we just have had to honor that, right? So I'm glad that you have honored it too. But you know, it's like at some point you got to get back in the game and start serving. But I think it's so important that we have honored. Okay, the 5 of Wands. Do you see me yet? I see you, babe. I see you, Lynn. The 5 of Wands. And we'll take a really close look at these cards as we go through. And you know, like if you're here and you know anything about tarot and you want to give some intuitive input, like feel free to put it in the comments and I will read it out for sure, because I am still learning. But I just feel that as I'm connecting with these cards, the best thing to do is, okay, I've got 2 popped out, so we'll just pull these 2 and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, the Star. The Star. And you know, every deck is unique. And so while there's a general meaning to the numbers and to the different suits, ooh, the Empress. We will take it. Beautiful. Okay, so, and then let's see what our bottom card is. The Queen of Swords. Awesome. Okay, so let's start. What kind of story are we telling? What kind of story are we telling? Okay, so I always like to look and see like what the common color is. I'm seeing lots of blues here. Blues and purples, which remind me of Archangel Michael. Okay, 9 of Wands. There's our 9 of Wands. I made that decision to come back tonight. I'm going to go live Thursday. Good. That's awesome, Lynn. I just did you saw me. I just did my first live. I mean, it's been like at least a week since I've gone live. Okay, so the 9 of Wands. So the 9s are the end of a cycle. 9s indicate the end of a cycle. And Wands are opportunity. Like I think of work, new things coming up for you, new opportunities. And so I'm looking at her, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she's got 8 wands behind her and she's holding one and she looks really, really determined. Like she's ready to move forward and she's got the backing that she needs. The sun is setting behind her. She can see her shadow in front of her, but she's not afraid. She's not afraid. She's doing the work. And even though, think about that, even though she can see her shadow, she is not afraid. Can you see her face? How determined she looks? I'm kind of holding this to an angle just so the light doesn't hit it funny. She is ready. And look at what she's got behind her. The 8 wands are standing behind her with flowers, vines of flowers wrapped around them, white flowers. And so I think of flower, like white in particular, like purity, right? Like a rebirth, right? So a cycle is ending, therefore a new cycle is beginning. This is exciting. There's some sort of beautiful opportunity coming. Oh, and look, and then next is the Fool. And so look at him. He's standing on the edge and he's so carefree. He's not even really paying attention to the fact that he's about to fall off the cliff. So be attentive, right? New opportunities are wonderful. They're great. They're exciting, but we can get caught up in the excitement and not stay grounded. And then it can fall apart, right? And so stay grounded. Stay grounded. And look at the dog. Do you see the dog here? What else do we have? So we've got the dog, and the dog is like, hey, what are you doing? Look, he's kind of running away from the cliff. He's kind of like, hey, come over here. And so this just makes me think of like our pets and the intuition that our animals hold and just the intuition of the planet in general. Like, are you tapping in? Are you paying attention to the signs that the world is showing you? Because this dude isn't really paying attention. He's just kind of, it's like he's got a blank stare into the sky. But he's not really paying attention. So stay aware. Stay aware of the world around you. Stay aware of what the divine is trying to show you through signs and symbols of nature. But something new and exciting is coming. Okay, the 5 of Wands. So we've got 2 wands here. We've got 2 wands, a sword, and 3 major arcana. That's a powerful reading. Okay, so wands, all right, so this is interesting. So the 5 of Wands, the 5 is like a decision time. It's like, and okay, like doesn't this picture say it all? So you've got all of these dragons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 dragons. You've got 5, it looks like you've got a page. You've got a couple of knights, 3 knights. I don't know what this other guy is. But it's kind of upheaval. And look what, so you've got the wands. Okay, so let's look at the progression here. This is our first wand. Look at those wands. They're planted, firmly planted in the ground. This is the end of a cycle. It's a 9. Something new coming into play. And then we've got the Fool. So exercise caution. Pay attention to the signs of the divine around you, because there will be decisions to be made within this new opportunity. So be mindful. Be mindful. Dragons are powerful. but it is about perspective and how we ask them to serve us. And, you know, like you think of dragons, and they're like a sign of divinity, right? And really, the way that culture has kind of vilified dragons, but dragons are beautiful, amazing, noble creatures. They're not scary, terrible things. So it's all about perspective. Perspective. What perspective are you taking in this new opportunity? Are you going to go into overwhelm? Or are you going to stay grounded and stay centered and flip it and go into gratitude because of all of the new resources that you have at your disposal? Okay. And then the star. Okay, so like the star, you know, nighttime. You think of nighttime and introspection. Look at the beautiful stars. Oh, and you think of like wishing upon a star, your dreams. And what is she doing? She is pouring out. It's like an emptying. It's like a cleansing and an emptying, right? Like after all of this decision making and chaos and need to stay surrendered and grounded and really attentive, it's time for a cleansing, an emptying. She's nude, she's pouring out the water. She's standing in the ocean, cleansing under the night sky, receiving the light codes of the beautiful stars. Let's see, and this number is 10, 15, 16, 17. The number 17, I don't know what the number 17 means. And then, look at this, the Empress. Oh, after all that, oh, my nails match. I digress. The emptying, the light codes, the cleansing, and then the Empress pops out. How beautiful is that? And so oh, and look, the stars. Look at the stars. This ring of stars, this crown of stars has moved. It is over her head like a halo. How cool is that? I love it. And she's holding a wand. Boom. Look at all the wands prior to. There's a rabbit at her feet. And rabbits for me remind me of the resurrection, because I've always made the connection, you know, between like, you think of Easter, the Easter bunny, like where did the Easter bunny come from? But I was shown the connection between a rabbit and the resurrection, because I actually ran over a bunny once with my lawnmower and it just about killed me. And I took the bunny rabbit and I buried the bunny. I dug a hole. Without thinking, without making this connection at that moment, I dug a hole. I put rose petals over its body to honor it. I put dirt over it, and then I got a rock, and I put a rock over it because I didn't want my dog to dig it up. Then I went inside, and it hit me. I made the connection between Jesus and Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and the resurrection. So I took this rabbit and honored his body. I actually wrapped him. I wrapped him in a piece of cloth as well. Boom. And the rose petals make me think of Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, right? Like the feminine aspect of God. And then I put a stone on top of him so that my dog wouldn't dig him up. So that's what the rabbit makes me think of, a resurrection. That look, cleansing, a resurrection, like a new beginning. And intuition, you know, like super, super grounded in her intuition. And green makes me think of Archangel Raphael, healing, a cleansing, boom. And she's sitting on her throne, and she has her shield is sat to the side. She knows she is divinely protected. She's tapped into her intuition, tapped into the divine, fully trusting and surrendering. And then last is our Queen of Swords. And so swords, we think of thought, right? Like your swords, it's thought. Like what is going on in your mind? Are you lost in your thoughts, or are you the Queen of Swords? Do you have ultimate control over your thoughts? And when you have that ultimate control and this like super intentional guiding of your thoughts and really being intentional about your thoughts, your intuition can lead you. Your soul can lead you like an empress. I love that. What else does she have? She's got a sword, of course, in her hand. Oh, and there's a little like fairy. Oh my gosh, stop it. There's a blue jay. Can you see the blue jay? This is my spirit animal. There is a blue jay. That is freaking awesome. I love blue jays. Lynn, if you're still watching, you know me and my blue jays. And blue, look at all the blue. And purple, like healing colors is what it makes me think of. Oh, there's another blue jay. Stop it. Right there. Can you see it? On her shoulder. Oh, and she's on her throne. She's got her crown on. She's got flowers, lavender in her lap. Oh, now look. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look what we've got here. Boom. Look at the difference here. So card number 2 was the Fool. He's on the edge of the cliff. Look at that. He's on the edge of the cliff. He's gone through what he needed to go through. Ah, this is so cool. Okay. Decisions. Oh my gosh. So think about the progression here. I'm just going to hold these up again. 9 of Wands. An ending of a cycle. A new opportunity. Wands is opportunity. Something is going to come. Oh shit. What was next? Oh, the Fool. The Fool. Be careful. Pay attention to the divine. Look, this is great. It's new. It's exciting. Don't fall off the damn cliff, bro. And then, yes, this. Don't fall off the cliff. There are decisions to be made. How are you going to use your dragon? Super powerful. Decisions to be made. 5 of Wands. You've got to be responsible with this new opportunity. Don't go into overwhelm. Look at it as an overflowing of abundant resources. Don't go into overwhelm. Stay in gratitude. And then here comes the cleansing, right? The emptying. Because maybe you did lose your shit here. But then you came back. You come back. You get it together. You go through the cleansing. And you become the empress. Your crown moves from the sky, just like your dreams. They come, you wish on a star, and they come to you. And now you've got that crown of stars around your head. And now you've got the bunny rabbit next to you. You're paying attention. You're sitting right in the middle of nature, listening to what the divine was trying to show you over here. And then, boom, there you are. Back on that cliff. But you're on that cliff with massive awareness. Look at the difference. You're on this cliff, but you're there with awareness. And you're not just on the cliff. You're on the throne, sitting on the edge of the cliff, but fully aware that you're on the edge of the cliff. You know you're cool. You know you've got it together. You've got control over your thoughts. You're doing great. And you're paying attention to nature now. You're looking. Look, she's like, come. Come to me. Please show me the way. I am paying attention. My mind is silent. I am tapped into nature. I am the queen that I know I am. I know the fairy realm is assisting me. I know that the blue jays, that the blue avian star family, that's my jam, are assisting me. I know I'm fully in trust and surrender. I love it. Okay, next. We've got 2 oracle decks that we're gonna, okay, this is always fun. All right, so on the cusp of the reading, what's coming next? What's coming next? Let's shuffle these bad boys and see what comes out. Oh, thank you so much for commenting, Lynn. I appreciate you. Oh, I can't tell you what comments and likes mean in the YouTube algorithm. because I understand that, you know, YouTube really loves like anything to do with finance or anything like that. Like they show a lot of that to people, but anything to do with spirituality, they don't really show a lot of. So the more that you like and share people's videos and comment, boom, Mother Gaia. Isn't that fitting? Look at that. So she's got some sort of bluebird on her crown of flowers and a beautiful blue butterfly. And this is number 16. Gaia, Mother Earth, look at her, holding the world in her womb. She's so at ease and calm and peaceful. She's got her beautiful dress. She's got red hair, green eyes. Looks like some maple leaves or something in her hair. All kinds of different flowers in her hair. Let's just briefly look and see. And I opened right up to it. Okay, empowerment message, being grounded. Okay, thank you. Being grounded, slowing down, and remaining present in your body is the message the Greek goddess Gaia has for you right now. Perhaps you've spent too much time in your head lately and have not taken as good care of yourself as you would have liked. Get into a rhythm, make sure you get enough sleep, commit to spending more time in nature, and eat sustainably with conscious awareness. The goddess of Gaia reminds you that the earth is the playground for conscious manifestation, to be respectful of this truth. Alignment message. When you scatter your energy and allow fear to take root, you can become ungrounded and out of touch with your environment. You become disconnected from your true nature as a spiritual being having a human experience. The need now is to look at the cracks in the foundation of the life you have built. When even one aspect of your life is out of alignment, it affects everything else. Beautiful. All right, one more. We've got the divine. This was the Goddess Power deck. And now we're going to do the Divine Feminine Oracle. Another one of my faves. They're all my faves. But I think that in this Witch's Tarot, my new favorite card is the Queen of Swords. I never saw the Blue Jays. What does that tell you about my awareness, right? Woo. All right, what's going to pop out for us? You can come in. This is Sophia. You want to say hi? YouTube. Yeah, I just did a really cool tarot reading. This is Sophia. She's my 14-year-old. She actually bought the first tarot deck in our household. Thank you, Sophia. Okay, we've got two, so let's just do two and then we'll wrap it up. Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Beautiful. Oh, the birds keep showing up. It's a beautiful dove in the background, and she's holding a feather. I have chills. Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light. I am that light. And I mean, she looks like she has wings. Whew, whew. Love it. Okay, so let's get a description of Teresa of Avila. I hope I'm saying that right. And these are in alphabetical order, I think. It would make sense, right? Because there's no numbers. Oh, no. They're not. They're not in alphabetical order. Oh, yeah, they are. I just don't know the alphabet. 35. Hear my throat chakra? 35. Okay. With passion and conviction, Teresa of Avila connects us to the love and truth available to us whenever we turn inward. Saint Teresa was born in Avila, Spain in 1515. As an adolescent, she experienced many illnesses, was confined to a bed, which allowed her to begin to explore her own thoughts. She read every book she could find on spiritual exploration and contemplative prayer. By the time she was a young adult, she knew she wanted to dedicate her life to the interior world. When our soul selects this card, Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew intimately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we're willing to go inward. She not only emphasized the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach the innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. She urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet with the presence of the soul. And then she asks for us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks us to move that inner truth out into the world with confidence and conviction. What a perfect message. Like, what did I just say at the beginning? I was nervous to do this because my intuition is like really, it's growing, but I still feel like a baby intuitive. But I just decided to step out and do this because I felt this like massive shift lately. And so thank you, Saint Teresa, for the encouragement to share it with the world. All right, one more, Shekinah. Let's see where she is. Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. Who she is? She represents the omnipresence and the eminence of the divine feminine. The word Shekinah in Hebrew means to settle, to inhabit, or to dwell. It represents an experience of the divine presence right here in the body and in the world. In Kabbalism, mystical Judaism, the Shekinah is the feminine aspect of God, and she's depicted as a piercing, radiant light. She is the experience of the presence of God within us as the soul of God. To the Kabbalist, honoring the feminine is the utmost importance. This is why the red thread of protection is worn on the left wrist, which is the receiving feminine side of the body. I just talked about in a Facebook Live the feminine side of the body being on the left. Again, on the right track intuitively. When your soul selects her card, in the Zohar, I think that's how you pronounce it, the main sacred text in Kabbalah, the Shekinah is described as being a world within the world, as a bright radiance at the center of everything, all life on earth. All consciousness is a part of her light and is therefore sacred. The metaphysical theory of immanence is that the divine presence is manifested in the material world. So there isn't actually any matter, whether organic or inorganic, that isn't also part of the divine. The Shekinah is light that inhabits your body, your cells, and is in the cells of all the people and objects you see around you. She is also about pure experience. She is the message, the truth that there is a light at the center of everything that happens to us, both the good and the bad. She is a reminder that we are not just this body or this pain we might be going through or this confusing moment in our brief life. We are light. We are molecules of heaven in human form. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, well, this ran a little longer than I anticipated, but we were on a roll. So hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night, day, whatever it is for you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have meditations on my channel too, and I'm actually about to create a meditation right now. And so I'll be posting it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night. I love you so much. Bye-bye.